Greetings, fellow slinging agents in the wild, and welcome back to the show. With this installment, we have officially passed the halfway marker for this season. On a side note, I'm more than halfway finished with writing next season's scenario, Playthings. And for next season, we have one of our previous hard slingers of yore once again joining us in the digital rage room. He'll be joining us on our interlude as well as for the main season, but I'm not going to tell you who he is just yet. I'm going to keep him a surprise. You know, when I prep these scenarios, I typically envision 2 to 3 agents running through the AP. I mean, prepping for 2 agents is really no problem. And I know there's been times when an NPC might round out the roster in an effort to alleviate some of the minor burdens from the agents, such as standing watch, guarding a prisoner, running an errand, all mundane stuff that doesn't take away from the 2-man band. But prepping a scenario for a 3 to 4 agent roster, such as collateral damage or convergence, sometimes that requires expanding on the narrative. In the case of collateral damage, that scenario was really the combined amalgamation of 2 homebrews that I had been writing. My solution was to create 2 tandem investigations with the main threat of each, that being Eugene the Wise being the pinnacle threat in the first one while having influence to the threat of the second investigation. This gave the agents the ability to split into teams, covering more ground, and allowed me to switch between them to maintain a heightened sense of tension. It also allowed me to record the 2 teams separately if one player was unable to record that week. I could still put together an episode and then edit it into the season. And although that was cool, because one team didn't know what the other team was doing because obviously they didn't sit down on the recording session, it did become problematic. In the past, a weekly release might be missed if a player couldn't make it, and I always felt that kind of screwed over the listeners. I know months later, the gap doesn't exist because of the archives, but at the time, that was a bummer because we missed our weekly release. So my solution was simple, if not exhausting. We began to record the seasons in block sessions rather than week to week. I also made a point not to release one episode until the whole season was recorded and edited. And we did all this for you hard-slinging agents in the wild because we want you to be able to not miss one of our releases. And I hope you're enjoying everything we're putting out. Anyways, I know I digressed into this intro, but as I sat here writing it, I just thought you guys might like to hear a little bit about how the sausage is made here in the digital rage room. And that's basically how it's made. So, enough said, it's that time. Time to warm up our dice and top off our glasses. Roll the Hard 20 presents episode 5 of our homebrewed scenario, Borrowed Souvenirs. Enjoy that sausage.
Mess with Baldino.
Well, I was telling Tone when we just jumped on how, when we first start a season, it's always a slow burn. You're getting familiar with the crime or whatever happened. Then you start getting a few bits of information, and then you start going out and investigating that. And then how it starts to ramp up, and you start seeing more clues. You start seeing more evidence. You start seeing parts of the unnatural or supernatural or whatever, and then you start elevating it up to the next level, and then it's like right when you're about ready to do something, then the bottom falls off, and it feels like you stall out for a minute, and then from there on, it's the foot's on the floorboard at that point.
Yeah, I thought for sure it was going to get, no pun intended, hairy with that fight in the hallway. I was like, oh shit. But
are we ready, gentlemen?
Yes, I believe we are.
All right, let me read us in. Read us, whatever. Greetings, fellow slinging agents in the wild. It is your trusted handler, Brian. With me, my hard slingers of yore.
Oh, the tasty freeze.
Episode 5 of our homebrewed scenario, Borrowed Souvenirs. Last episode, you guys didn't really get very far as geographically.
Geometrically. Hypergeometrically.
As far as locales are concerned, you guys did most of the episode at the Francois Hotel, where I'm not going to really do too much as far as bringing us up to speed. Hopefully you guys have been waiting for this episode, and here it comes right now. You agents just got a call from Heisenberg explaining his theory on who's been disseminating information to the agency as far as getting you agents out there to Portland, Maine, and then it's Baldino. He has instructed you to basically close him down. Then he said out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, just for the listeners' purposes, we interpret close him out to mean take him out. For coffee
I just
and a
thought I
donut.
meant help, clean up the exhibits, turn the little flap to closed. Okay.
All right.
Well, I guess we drive over there and figure out our plan on the way over.
Where are you going?
I guess we're driving back to the Cryptozoology Museum of Health and Fitness.
Cryptozoology, Museum of Truth.
All right.
Yeah, that really long name for the truth and the path and the way and
We
the
keep
light.
changing it every time. I love it. Yeah, so, Adesso, are you reading the same thing I did? Close him down means
Yeah, we
the
shoot him.
store will no longer be open after tonight?
That's right. Unfortunately for him, he'll be done. So my question is, how fast do we want to do it? We meet him, we talk to him, and then blow him away, or do we actually try to get some information out of him in all candor? What do we need from him?
Well, does he know something is coming? I'm
I
wondering.
don't think he does. He should suspect. I mean, he inserted himself into a DG investigation and actually got it started.
He's
On the
part
one
of
hand,
it.
that's
He's got the ring.
Yeah. I mean, on the one hand, that kind of redeems him, but on the other hand, Heisenberg told us to take him out, so we take him out. We ask for a cleanup crew, and then we go about our business, just trying to figure out what we can get from him, if anything, that we need.
We eat our young.
Yeah.
I wonder why Heisenberg wants him taken out. He never told us what he found out.
Well, he found out that the guy called us.
Yeah, but that's good, isn't it?
I would have thought so, too, but I guess it goes to a bigger question is, how does he even know about the existence of Delta Green and who to call?
Well, he's in with Heisenberg as well as the fellow gentleman from previous adventure. I don't remember, or you probably don't remember, who had also the little Boy Scout pinky ring.
Mm-hmm. So, again, this goes back to our original premise where we think there's a schism in the ranks of Delta Green, where there are two different factions that have different purposes, and he may be on the out faction. I don't know. I mean, how do you want to handle this? Do we want to tell Heisenberg the guy got away? Do we really want to follow up and take him out? I mean, you tell me. What do you think?
Well, if we do have to take him out, I can handle that part if you want. If you want to keep a part of yourself, not a cold-blooded murderer, this is something that I've dealt with before.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not easy to do. Now, I know you've killed in the line of service before when we needed to, but
Right.
well, how about we go and talk to him
Okay.
and
Let's
find
see what
out, get him secured if we can, make sure he's not the guy who's got the Dorja and summoning these things, first of all.
Right.
Probably after Holloway, because he stiffed him for the payment for the show. But let's get there first, and we'll figure out the rest of the situation once we talk to him.
Sounds good. All right. That's the plan. So we won't go kinetic until we're both satisfied that kinetic needs to happen.
And I imagine you two are having this conversation while en route.
Driving,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Time right now, 11:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time.
You pull up to the museum. The museum lights are still on at this time of night, but the officers out in front have left. Obviously, you saw those two officers back at the Francois Hotel. You also see that the crime tape has been removed. The doors are closed, though.
Okay. So I think we would walk up and... Well, how do you want to handle this, Adesso? Do you want me to try to pick our way in from the back?
Yeah.
Remember, this guy is connected or at least the museum is connected with Sunset Red, which is a nefarious organization that we've dealt with before.
Right. They've sacrificed a child on a train, so we're not big fans of them.
The fact you remember that is amazing. Because I had hinted at something else, but you actually pulled something all the way back from lot 27. That's incredible. That's good.
Where's that? I was good story
It's not
writing
like
on
I
your
said we've encountered these people before.
I understand that,
Tony,
which is
your
why I'm going to let you
boyfriend.
two each give me a D20 roll.
part. Okay.
Yeah.
Each right on. I got a 7.
Fuck, I got a 2.
2. Tone, you get the gold doubloon.
All right.
And that's just that's
That
actually
means it's
been
going to be
building.
bad, Tone.
That just builds up from everything else you guys have put together over the last 4 episodes prior to this. So,
Right on.
but please continue what do you want to do?
Well, it's midnight, so chances are he's not at the museum. So,
Tell me what you want to do. That's what I said.
Is it open? Can I open the
The
door?
door's closed.
Is it locked, I should say?
It is locked.
Okay. Is there any sort of bell or anything like that you can, ring, like deliveries or,
No, this is more of a private institute than a.
Okay.
let's go around the back to the loading dock. Let's try to gain access there.
Okay. Well, I can pick the locks depending on their tech, any number of locks. But yeah, there was no cameras out front either. Did I look? Or I'd like to look.
Okay.
We haven't
See if
looked
there's
yet.
cameras. Does he see us already?
You look around. You don't see any cameras. That doesn't mean there aren't any. If you want to make an observation check or some kind of an investigation check, to try to look
Okay.
a little more with more scrutiny.
Yeah. No, I'm clueless. I rolled
35 under 72.
Yeah, you don't see any cameras out front.
All right, and
Like even looking around, you don't see any cameras out front.
I'll take just a quick surveillance of around me, like the cars, the parking lot. Does it appear like we are alone enough that I could pick this lock?
Yeah, it's a pretty quiet street.
Okay.
I mean, this time of night, it's dark. It's cool. It's not cold, but it's cool. It's cool.
Okay. Well, I will then pick the locks. Adesso, can you keep an eye out while I see if I can? This door seems like it's stuck. I bet I can open it.
Yeah, not a problem.
32 under, what is it? 43.
You hear the lock disengage.
All right.
Ooh, do we check it for an alarm?
Right. Is there any signs out front that say monitored by Cisco's security system?
There is an alarm.
Are we trying to sneak up on this guy, you think, Odessa, or do we want to talk to him first?
Well, we want to sneak up on him and then talk to him. And then we can make decisions after that point. But we certainly don't want to be in a position where we don't have the advantage. So let's try to sneak up on him.
I don't know how I would disarm an alarm, though.
Yeah, I don't either. So I don't know if you have that skill set, but at least we would know that he would be alerted to our presence.
Well, I could just attempt opening it and see if something goes off. And if it does, I can immediately say, like, Mr. Baldino, it's Agent Kimura and Odessa. Sorry, we
Yeah, that's
triggered your
good.
alarm. Okay, I'll do that
like
then,
that.
handler. So
Okay.
I will open the door slowly, just making sure there's no little bell that I'm gonna, jingle or anything.
Yeah, there's no bell that goes off, no alarm goes off. You don't hear anything.
Okay.
You stand at the entrance to the museum.
And is there any lights on or anything indicating where somebody may be?
There are lights on. They're sporadically placed, but once again, like I had described it the first time, everything's really deep wood, low lit in certain areas to kind of really give this place that feeling of history as well. Because you're going through a museum, you're seeing things that are basically pulled out of history and placed in the present. So in order to help sell that facade, there's not a lot of light.
Well, as much as I'd like to look at these things in depth even more, what I will do is, I don't recall if we went to his office before. Did
No,
we
you
go
didn't.
to? Okay, well, I assume if it's like a normal kind of museum of science and industry, I will. The lights are probably all kind of like on, but not blasting because it's like the off hours. I'll kind of look and see if there's an office that has like like a light on. Maybe a door is closed and lights are coming out from underneath, or I'll walk around basically. I will do stealth too. Adesso, do you want to hang here a moment and I'll see if I can find our friend?
Can do. I'll draw my pistol and be at the ready.
Give me a stealth check.
52 exactly. Under 50 or on 52.
Okay. As you're making your way through the museum, you realize it's very similar to when you went through just a few hours ago. Everything's based on a path. Nothing branches off to an office. But as you're walking through, you remember that Baldino had went through a hidden door.
That's right, the panel on the side.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as you start making your way down the exhibition path, which is what it was called, and you pass in the unicorn, the chupacabra exhibit, all these other things. Up ahead and around the corner, past that narrow hallway where it got really narrow, where all the pictures were aligned, you hear murmuring. Almost sounds like a one-sided conversation.
Like a man talking to himself, or
possibly that too.
So this is not behind the secret panel?
No, it's further down the exhibit and around the corner, which is where the alien exhibit was. Where the Himalayan experience was at. Okay.
Does it seem far enough away that if someone like Adesso, who isn't a complete dwarf in iron boots, I could motion to him to follow, and he wouldn't be like walking down sticky tape on the hallway or anything?
He can make a stealth check as well.
Does it seem like it's safe enough for, like it's far enough away?
Yeah. It seems like it. You could probably get away with it. It's possible that who's ever doing this doesn't know you're there.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
Because look at it this way.
We want to keep it that way.
Okay.
And then there's no cameras also, right? Because I remember asking before, and he said this is a private thing.
Yeah, there's no cameras either.
Not that he's not lying, but...
And I'll say this. Usually if somebody's on the premises, most people don't set the alarm if they're still there.
Yeah.
They set it when they leave. So.
Right. So, all right, Adesso. I'll motion towards Adesso to follow.
Well, I got a 14, but I need under 10 because I don't have the skill.
Okay.
So I was somewhat quiet. Yeah.
The clown shoes.
The talking stops.
Shit.
There's a brief pause. And then begins to resume again.
Okay. Awesome.
As you come around the corner out of that hallway, you see Mr. Baldino standing in front of the door leading into the alien exhibit. And you hear him talking on a phone. And he says, "No, Mr. Byrne, I have not recovered it. I tried, but the Sherpa slipped away. I believe so. I think he's going back to return it from whence it came from. Yes, there. No, I'm not sure. It's possible the beast might have killed one or both of them. I was too busy trying to get to Kaji. If they're dead, I'll inform. Hold on a minute." He pauses. "Of course. I'll take care of it, sir." He hangs up the phone. He turns and sees the two of you standing there. The door, by the way, to the alien exhibit is open. Make an observation check, both of you.
Exactly on the number again, 72. It can't succeed any better.
I got a 40.
That's under 55, right?
Yes, it is.
As you see Baldino standing there, part of your attention is drawn to something just past him in the exhibit. You see 2 feet and a pair of khaki pants with a crumpled white button-up shirt of an individual that's laying prone in the back of the exhibit. It looks like Detective Faulkner.
Oh.
Baldino stands there and he looks at the two of you, says, "May I help you, agents?"
I'm wondering if I should shoot him.
I would go for it if you want to do that.
Well, I want to find out who he was on the phone with.
Barrett.
Okay, so Baron's the employer. Kaji was the probably the Sherpa, and he doesn't know where Kaji is. And then it looks like our detective friend is now deceased, and our guy is over here acting like nothing's out of the ordinary. He's not.
Well, we can both
prudent.
draw on him and ask questions. Then if he tries to run, we at least get 2 shots, right?
That sounds good. Well, you know what? Let's just walk in cool. So Odessa will just motion to each, and we'll just walk in. Yeah, we'll just walk up to him. Yes, Mr. Boldino, we had some questions for you.
Continue. And as you step forward 2 feet, he steps back 2 feet. He's maintaining a measure.
Okay. Mr. Boldino, I'm going to need you to remain completely still. This investigation's taking a turn, and I don't really like to be able to see your hands.
Who do you think you're fooling, agents? You
Shoot
think you're
'em.
the first ones to ever be sent on a one-way mission? You think you're the first ones to ever be sent and be disavowed?
You were disavowed?
Or you think that you're the first ones to have ever been sent out by Heisenberg?
Oh, damn, he knows exactly what's going on.
At that, he reaches into his sleeve and he pulls out this tube. It's probably 9 inches long with a trigger on it. And he does a double click on it, and you see this blade ratchet out as he stands there holding a jack blade.
On the one hand, I guess I should give each the opportunity to go toe-to-toe with this guy as a display of skill. On the
I
other
did
hand,
that last time, and that didn't go out so well.
Okay, so I'm just going to shoot him. All right, I'm not going to say drop it or anything else. I'm just going to shoot him. Sorry, that's just the way it goes.
Well, before we just shoot him, let's look at our initiative order, shall we?
Okay. Yeah, mine's an 11 dex, so.
And you're 15, right, each?
14.
14.
Oh, no, sorry, 15. You're right. Strength is 14.
Each you go first.
You want me to try to disarm and trap him up, Odessa or Tony?
If you feel comfortable doing that, yes. If here's going to be the problem, you're now going to have to close within melee range, which means I won't be able to get off a shot. Yeah, but once you're engaged with him, I can't do anything.
You can lend a hand, I guess. Do we want to kill him or do we want to talk?
I'd like to talk. I want to find out more about what's going on, but that's just satisfy my own personal curiosity.
Well,
he's been disavowed, but we've been there too. So I would like
he
to find out
killed
why.
or had killed Faulkner,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but that's sometimes that happens. We could have got the order from Heisenberg to kill anybody who knew, and that means we would have killed him. So I'm not going to hold that against him. So
Well, what I think that I am quicker than him, and I'm probably stronger, so I could probably grab him and hold him, and then you could also, I don't know, sucker punch him, hit him with your gun, or we can just kill him.
yeah,
It's Ryder's game. It's an NPC. He'll never compromise. He'll never stop. He'll always keep coming at us, just like it's a Terminator. So
I like how you think that I'm this guy. By the way, what damage does a jackblade do? Is it 1d10?
1d12.
Oh, shit.
So does a normal katana, though,
Oh, okay.
which seems excessive, but I'm not going to bitch.
Yeah, a pistol does a D10, but a katana does a D12.
Yeah,
And I had to get the
tell you
Delta
what,
Elite 10 millimeter to get to a D12.
we could probably at least do one round of attacks. Like, you're probably going to go after him, I assume. And he's got a melee weapon, so he's going to engage us. So maybe we're going to be in melee with him anyways, me and him. So I might as well just go after him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm actually going to go in and try to disarm and grapple with him because I don't have my sword out.
Okay.
Would I be able to take my sword out and then attack or no? Because it isn't a case, so it's not easy to take out.
I would say it would take a turn to get it out.
Okay. Well, for now, I will move forward and I'm going to grapple with him and try to get him into a submission hold.
Okay.
So he can't attack us, realizing I'm not doing any damage to him.
He's got his blade out, though.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I mean, I've done it with people with guns before. I've done it.
Yeah,
with
I mean, you could close the distance and try to like lock him up at least to try to clash his attack so he can't get the blade across.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wouldn't disarm him, but it would lock him up.
Right. So he'd have to break free to attack.
Yeah.
And that would be his move, right?
Yep. Go ahead and make your.
Well, before that, so Odessa or Tony, do you want to do this or do we want to just kill him?
Let's do this.
Okay.
I'm just worried about you from the standpoint of he's already ready. We're ready. I don't have the initiative. Or if I do, you're going before me.
I could shoot him.
Yeah. If you know what, close with him. See if you can take him out.
Well, I'll be blocking him up. I won't be doing damage.
Right. Right. Well, if you
I do have my Tonto. I could use that.
Yeah. That would only take a round to get out.
No, he can do it in the same round.
All right. Well, let's just to keep it fun and more dialogue. I'm going to try to lock him up.
Each, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Okay. Under 50. 46.
46.
So I'm going in and trying to tie him up, grabbing the handle of the jack blade as well. And I want to, basically not allow him to attack us.
Okay. So you hook him up. Now he's going to go. And he's going to try to break that grapple. As a free turn, do you want to say anything to him?
I go, we mean no harm. Do not attack. We just have questions. We want to know why.
Let me go now, and I'll tell you.
Drop the jack blade.
No. But you know what this is. So you've seen one of these before?
Yes.
Yes, I lost one that I had before.
Looks like you're going to get a new one.
And do you have any idea where the technology for these comes from?
I believe I do. But right now the questions are, we're fighting.
Yeah.
We have questions for you. Stop the attack, drop the blade, and I promise my partner, my friend, won't put a round in your head.
You know I can't do that, and I won't do that.
You're an NPC. I know you won't stop.
And you notice his regal way of speaking. That pretentious attitude is gone. Mm-hmm. I won't do that.
Can I do persuasion or intimidate or anything? Would that even...
Persuasion?
Huh?
He's going to try to break free, though.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah. He breaks free, 41.
What?
Yeah. He's got a strength of 16.
Oh, damn.
He's a fucking alien.
He's a bulky dude, though. Remember I said he was short and stout?
Nah, I thought he was like...
But he was wearing a suit. No, he's not a Fredo. He's stocky, but the way how he wore his suit, it made him look like he was kind of like a lumbering, bigger dude. But now that you're holding on to him, or we're holding on to him, you could really feel the muscles rippling under his coat.
Okay.
He kind of
now that we're
shrugs you
all
off.
turned on.
He breaks
you want me
free.
to shoot him? 'Cause that was his move. Now my move would be to shoot him if we want me to.
Yeah, I mean, he wouldn't listen. So obviously we gave Ryder the chance to talk. He wants us to fight, so we're going to fight. Bloodthirsty handler. Let's go.
All right. As soon as he breaks free, I'm going to plug him one.
Okay. How dynamic.
2 gold doubloons in his eyes.
Yeah. 37 under 58, I hit him. If I hit him. You tell me, Mr. Handler.
Well, you tell me damage.
I will tell you damage.
There's a dragon breath weapon here, Tone. 2d20.
No, this is just silver tip bullets. It's a 7.
7.
And this is my pistol.
You plug him with one round, and he takes it hard. You people would kill your own. You don't even know you're going to be expendable as well. He's holding his side. Then he brings his second hand back up to get a hold of the jack blade. Each.
This guy. Once again, I guess I'll just try to lock him up and use maybe persuasion on him.
Okay.
Or if there's intimidate.
Well, once combat has been entered, persuasion goes out the door.
Yeah.
Well, I'll persuade him with a fist.
You could try to intimidate him but he would have to be
that's what
at
I
a
meant.
certain hit point level,
Okay. Well,
mechanically speaking, and he's not at that point yet.
Okay.
Or he wouldn't give it
Intimidate-
up. Like he's not gonna give up before he does anything. You know what I mean? It's like you want him to give up. You kind of get the idea that this guy might be just as seasoned as the two of you.
Yeah.
And you guys wouldn't give up right out of the gate either. But maybe he may have been.
He's shot, and there's two agents. One of them's humping his leg. So there comes a point where even like the lion will resign itself to the pack.
Once he gets to a certain point. But you got to think that this guy's probably already been shit out of the machine at some point where you guys are still in the machine.
Mm-hmm.
That's his
Well,
evolution.
we've been disavowed too, so we know what that's like and that long path back. So yeah, I get it.
I have a little bit of sympathy, at least right now, for this guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to just keep locking him up, and he's going to keep having to break free as his attack until he submits. And when appropriate, I'll use, if I can't, I don't see intimidate on here, but I'll use persuade or whatever. So I need to roll an athletics check, right?
Yes.
See if you can
What?
see if you can disarm him. We like to talk.
Maybe I can do that next round. If he doesn't break, I can attempt to disarm with a thing. So
Yeah, we'll say once you grapple him,
yeah.
you could attempt to do a disarm, but it will be at a negative because you're still holding on to him.
Okay, so that's sorry. Each is going to try to lock him up again. I'm still not trying to kill this guy, even though I know we probably should. I roll a 35 under 55, locking up his jack blade and hopefully him not breaking free next time.
You lock him up, and you could feel some of the strength ebb out of him that was there previously when you locked him up. Probably because of the damage he sustained.
I'll speak to him too, like while I'm doing this. We're not going to kill you. We want to know what's going on. Let go, and I promise you'll be able to talk. We'll decide from there.
Roll your persuasion.
Okay. Under 53. Let's see if I can do that. 27.
Damn.
You feel the tension in his muscles ebb, and he looks you in the eye and says, "You and I both know I can't give up, but it doesn't have to go this way. You could let me go, and I'll leave. But it doesn't mean you won't see me again because I have others I have to answer to."
Well, let's talk. We'll get him patched up, and we can talk a little more. And
Does he break the hold?
We're in a rapport right now, back and
Okay,
forth
I'm
to
just-
see what you're going to do.
Well, all I can do is really talk to him.
Yeah, that's what he's doing to you. He's talking to you. You could release the hold at any time. You don't have to wait till your turn. You could release him now if you want to.
No, I don't want to do that at all.
Okay.
I go, you realize that you will surely die if you resist any longer.
I died 18 months ago as a disavowed agent.
We've been there
You've been
before, and we've been back.
yep.
It may not have to end like this.
The whole thing's been restructured. I know what's coming. There's been a 5-year plan in the making. We're all fodder, everybody on this fucking dirt ball. And we're trying to stop this right now. The group I'm with is trying to stop this. You have no idea.
Tell us everything you know, and then we'll let you go. On my honor.
When he says that, Paulie will relax his grip. Not like he
Laser
goes
right in the
ready to
forehead.
down.
This planet's gonna get overran. And not even the NPSs can save us. And at that, he crunches down on something in his mouth. You see him begin to froth, convulse in your arms. The jack blade clatters to the floor, and he goes limp in your arms.
I will drop him before the jack blade hits the floor. I want to catch that.
Make a dex check.
Okay.
You're going to catch the falling knife. That's awesome.
Yeah. Hey, dude, I've jumped out of buildings. Hey, Tone, I've caught 7 blades before. the listeners, I held up my hand and had only 7 fingers showing. Dex check, under 75. Oh, ought 8.
Ought 8. Baldino's head cracks against the floor as you sweep up the handle of this falling jack blade and deftly trigger it down.
And slide it right into the back of my belt loop.
As if it had always been there.
The museum goes quiet.
I wanted to know if he killed the dude. Okay, sorry, go on. I'm
I
sorry.
don't think he did, because if he had access to the door J, he'd be using it now.
Was the blade bloodied? Did I notice that?
You can always take it out and look again.
Well, yeah, I'm just seeing if I remember. Observation. No, I don't know shit.
Okay. You stand before the open door to the alien exhibit with what appears to be Faulkner laying on the floor inside.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about him. I'll go check him for vitals. Each search Baldino for anything. Phone, notes, pad, anything.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Adesso. You move your way into the alien exhibit to check on Faulkner. And as you cover the distance of this small room, your eyes move about you looking at the walls and whatnot. You see 2 glowing orbs about 2 feet in diameter, emitting light from within. In the corner on a table is a blue glass prism about 20 inches long and about 1.5 inches in diameter, next to a leather sheath. You see also next to that are 2 gray anal probes.
Damn, Skip.
I'm glad he says that you know what they are. I looked at them and didn't know what they were.
He immediately notices it. Got it from the catalog. You also see that there are 2 jack blades, both triggered up and displayed with the blades crossing each other on the wall. There's also a macahutl, which is a wooden sword of Aztec design that's edged with an obsidian blade on it. Although the wood of the sword itself looks to be very old, the obsidian blade looks to be of modern manufacture. You also see, off on one of the tables, a small vial containing a deep blue liquid with shimmering speckles of white in a solution. Right above the body of Faulkner, you see that there are 5 still frame pictures claiming to have been transmitted from one of our deep space probes exploring beyond Pluto. And in each picture is a gleaming object just off center with an arrow drawn towards it, and written in a red marker are the words, "Is this alien life?" with a question mark. You see Detective Faulkner's body looks to have been perforated by a large edged weapon in his midsection.
Can I tell if it's a knife for if it strangely resembled the jack blade?
It's possible it could have been the jack blade. You personally didn't see any other edged weapons on Baldino. But going to each who starts going through Baldino's pockets, he finds the cell phone he was on moments ago. You see he also has at his waist a handgun with 2 spare mags.
Okay.
You finish feeling about him, you detect that he's wearing a vest of some sorts, and that Adesso's round obviously got through one of the side panels of that vest.
Wait a minute. Oh, Baldino was wearing a vest.
Yes. Make an instinct check
All right.
each.
42 under 71.
Looking at this man's loadout and the weapons he had, it was obvious he could have done more by not pulling the jack blade, and yet he chose to use the jack blade and not pull the handgun.
All right. Well, he also saw how I countered by not shooting him, but engaging even without your little sissy-ass blade. No, so hopefully he went out the way he wanted to. Well, apparently he did. He bit the Flintstone chewable and died. I will. I'll grab the things that seem pertinent, like the phone and things like that. I'll actually take the ring as well.
Whew.
Yeah, just in case that means something to other people. We don't want this to get out. Okay, and then you said he also had his gun and 2 magazines.
Yeah.
Do the magazines appear to just be standard loadout? I'll look at one. It's not like fancy Lone Ranger stuff like Tony has.
No, it's just jacketed hull points.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll put that back. Okay, but I will take the phone and the ring, and that was the only things else he had, right?
Yeah. Only thing.
No
Yeah, he had a
notebooks
bulletproof vest, nothing else.
Yeah,
Obviously, he had his wallet on him with his name or the name
He
he was
was-
going by.
You know, Adesso, he was apparently one of ours, hence the ring, hence this loadout of gun and mags and bulletproof, well, nigh bulletproof vest. Good shot.
Thank you.
What's going on over here with Faulkner?
Faulkner was either stabbed or cut severely. He bled out. Some really weird. Let's just say the museum's collected some very strange artifacts that appear to be authentic, but that doesn't help our detective friend here.
I'll trigger the jack blade and see if it was this blade that killed Faulkner.
It does have residual blood on the blade, and you note that you hadn't been touched by it.
Okay, I'll flip and see if I can get any residual off. Give it a quick wipe and then put it back.
Okay.
Okay, and unfortunately for Faulkner, he didn't make it. Any information on Faulkner, notepad or anything, notes in his phone, anything that would reveal to me what he was doing there? Because
He does have that notebook that he was referencing the first time you met him. You pull it out, you notice all the notes that he had made before he met you, as far as when he first came on the scene. Talking about how the crime scene was in ruins, all the pieces of the bodies and everything. Spoke with a Mr. Baldino, curator of the museum. Spoke with other officers that were first on the scene. Spoke with 2 agents, one Agent Kimura, one Agent Adesso. Question marks next to either name.
Get rid of that.
Research them sooner. Then it has something about looking for Holloway, question mark, looking for Wilkes, question mark, looking for missing items, damaged camera, question mark, need to go back and see the medical examiner, question mark. Next page says that he actually went and saw Dr. Judy Matthews. Says Matthews spoke with 2 agents, question mark. And then it says go back to see Baldino. That's the final entry.
Can I recall again his conversation, specifically when it was with the Sherpa? Kaje, I know that's the Sherpa guy. What was he saying about that? He didn't find him, or he did?
From what you could remember hearing, it sounded like he couldn't find the Sherpa. He couldn't find the artifact.
Okay, so we know he's out there then with the artifact. The Sherpa is.
Yeah, and that he was still trying to locate Holloway.
I don't know why they want. This is just me thinking. I don't know why they wanted this guy killed. Maybe we should check out that alien exhibit as well, because I'm not going to try to be so honorable as to say that I'm not going to take those 2 other jack blades if they are real. I need a backup, and Sun Kage could use one.
So looking at the alien exhibit, you look at the jack blades, and they look identical to the one that you originally had a while back, and to the one that you currently own.
All right. If there doesn't appear to be any red light laser beams in front of the thing, I will just take the 2 jack blades and thumb them closed, if they indeed work, and pocket them for later.
Okay.
I'll look at Adesso. Don't judge me.
And this room, this alien exhibit was still under construction. So there's a lot of the things that would probably warrant some type of an alarm. Didn't really pertain to this area yet. So what are we doing?
Well, the next step for us now is to check the hallway to see if that secret entrance is really a secret entrance or it's just a matter of convenience.
What about the stuff in the room, Adesso, like the healing potion with the blue with the white flecks, things like that? Is this?
This is something we need Heisenberg to come out and clean up, because this stuff, there's enough of it that's real here that should be taken care of. For collection purposes, Odessa's pretty satisfied with those 2 bullets. You know, he's got 2 bullets to hit a Yeti. That's pretty good. So he's happy and
3
satisfied
counting
with
mine.
that. Yeah, exactly. The 9mm and the 45. So he's going to keep those as part of the collection. So all the other crap in there, you know, he's not really worried about it. It doesn't fit in the paradigm of his affliction, because it's
He's
not
a collectomaniac.
Well, it's got to be
Collecto.
collections for stuff that he participated in, right?
You're right.
He's only trying to doubt he only doubts his own sanity. This other stuff, yeah, maybe it's real, maybe it's not. I don't know. He wasn't there. But in this stuff, it's like, yeah, they're fangs of a werewolf, man. I saw the werewolf. Okay, I want those fangs. Oh, look, this lady came out of a fucking picture, and then she's got these big diamond eyes. Okay, I'll take those. And hey, my partner shot a fucking Yeti. Okay, I'm going to take that bullet. Because he was participating in that, so that's what makes it significant.
Okay.
So, at any rate, yes, let's take a look and see what else we can find.
Through the passageway or for what?
Yeah, through the passageway.
Okay.
And then before I do that, each will have a moment of clarity and take the jack blade that was from Baldino, now that I have the 2 other ones, and I will lay it at his side or put it back in its place where he had it. And, you know, though the Sammy player doesn't want to give up a jack blade, each would definitely return the sword back to its owner and take off for someone who fought him honorably.
Okay. So you lay
Odessa
down beside
watches
him.
Yeah. And then also any investigation will see that he killed Faulkner.
All right. So you make your way back through the hallway to the panel right next to the pictures of those young girls that were at that house.
Yeah.
And again, you see all the stuff that was in that hallway. Push on the wall, and you can hear the latch disengage in the door. And you see it opens onto another hallway. Basically runs along the skeletal aspects of the building. You see that there's a restroom off to one side. You see that there's a copy machine. You see that there's a small office back there with a telephone, desk, computer, whatnot. That's probably his office.
Okay. Well, we should probably do a quick search of those.
Yeah, you just
Did
look through
you-
there. You see that there's manifests of other stuff that's in the museum. You see other prospective exhibits that are trying to get in to be seen, and which exhibits they'll probably remove to make room for other ones. Just things like that.
Does he have any sort of contacts of, like, I'll check, well, I guess I have his phone too, but I'll check his work computer and see if he has any contacts of, like, people in Sunset Red or anything like that that I could take pictures of, and we have information on that.
As you go through, you don't see anything that says Sunset Red at all. Like, there's nothing labeling that. They're just people's names, but not who they're affiliated with.
Okay. Did you ever grab those blades, Tone? Like, I took the jack blades. Did you take the other blades, those obsidian ones?
No.
What was the thing with those, Red? Were they anything normal, or like
Remember them going
standard
back
blades?
to...
Yeah, there were 2 obsidian blades. They were framed, and they were on the wall. Unlike the previous obsidian blades you had seen before, these handles appear to be wrapped in yellow cloth. So those are a little different than the ones that you had seen before, but the blades look identical.
Well, maybe we should at least examine it or something, because if they're different from all the other ones we've seen, maybe there's some importance, you know?
Well, I think these just probably were better prepared. If they've just got a cloth wrapping on the handle, my instinct is to think that it's for grip.
I don't know, but I know the handler likes True Detective, and so the cloth could be from the Cape of the King in yellow, so I'm going to go down that path.
I got you.
I don't know. Just I'm using my knowledge of the handler against him at
You're
times.
metagaming the handler.
It's like, oh, it's an NPC? Yeah, he's going to fight to the death. It's just a Girl Scout. Yep, she's not going to stop. Ruthless.
Guest specialist Sarah Harbor to
Yeah,
the plate.
that's right, yes. Okay, well, before we leave again, I'd like to just take a look at the other stuff, because I'm always in such a damn rush in these games, like frantic to go, because we got to call Heisenberg, we got to go check out.
We got to call Heisenberg.
Okay, let me go look at what the alien stuff is again. Like, we can tie this into I did this before, but I'm going to slow
we can do it
my
right now,
roll.
right before you decide to leave the museum.
Okay. Yeah, do that, because when you're done, Odessa will call Heisenberg to tell him that they've eliminated Boldino.
So you're going to go into the alien exhibit. Odessa, what are you going to do while he's doing that?
I'm going to call Heisenberg.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Odessa. You walk into the alien exhibit where Odessa had just come from. You see Faulkner's lifeless body on the floor. Tell me what you want to look at. Tell me what you want to see. You see the 2 large glowing orbs that are about 2 feet in diameter. You see the anal probes. You see the blue glass prism about 20 inches long, 1.5 inch diameter on a table. Next to those probes, you see the plaque where the 2 jack blades were that you removed. You see that Macahuitl, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, which is a wooden sword of Aztec design with an obsidian blade on it. You see the small vial and the pictures.
Okay, and you said the obsidian blades with the yellow handles, or whatever?
That's back in the hallway before you got to this part of the museum.
Okay, sorry.
Where you saw those pictures lined along the walls and it looked like a young Abigail Murphy.
Yeah. Oh, so that was over there. And then the blue vial with the flex in it, that was where?
In the alien exhibit.
Okay. Am I getting any kind of does any of this stuff seem familiar to me with my brief encounter with the, what was it, Ancestral
Branches
Ingenuity
Incorporated?
plate? Yeah.
With the skin
I was in a lab that had a lot of that stuff when I walked in.
You were in a lab that had entities in these vats. As far as the only thing you really saw, though, was inside that splicing chamber, but none of this material was there.
Okay.
You didn't see any of these things. None of the backhand blade nails that creature had. None of its
The creature
type of
itself.
armor. Yeah, you don't see the creature here, anything like that. So.
Well, I have a big vendetta against all them, all them there, all of it. And so each is looking for clues as to go, okay, well, if they just shut down that place and now I'm here, did any of that end up here? Or I have no idea, because I have nothing really to follow. But seeing this definitely hits that, I'm not going to say trigger, that's for whims. Engages each's revenge kick that he has on these people. Okay, so what is this vial of liquid in depth? Like, does that have anything talking about it? The 2 spheres, they're glowing, the blue rod.
It doesn't have a label on it. In fact, nothing in here really has a label on it other than the pictures, which is why the exhibit's probably still under construction. They're probably figuring out how to label all these individual devices or artifacts that are in here. But as you look at it, you see that it's got a blue liquid in there and these white flakes, but the flakes aren't settling down, and they're not just stagnant in the solution. They have like a swirl to them, but it's a chaotic pattern. It's not as though they're all going counterclockwise or up and down. Each individual flake, and there's probably hundreds, if not thousands, of these in there, are just kind of swirling about in their own orbit.
Do they seem like little sea monkey type things, or does it seem like it's alien metal trying to reform, or alien flesh? Like, does it look like little critters? Does it look like...
It doesn't look like critters.
Okay.
It just looks like the white flakes have a metallic sheen to them.
Okay.
But
Are they in some kind of liquid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're in a blue solution.
Adesso, I think a lot of this stuff rings true here. I think we're going to need to call Heisenberg and have him sweep this whole place if we can. The Aztec stuff, the blades, maybe finding some more information for Abigail Murphy. This picture, this is her. Some of it may be fake. A lot of it, I think, is legit. We know if it's being funded by Sunset Red. We know it's with a rogue agent, Baldino. This whole place needs to get swept up.
All right, I'll call Heisenberg.
Adesso.
The target has been eliminated. However, we're going to need a cleanup crew, but a more extensive one. This museum that we're back at the museum. It has a lot of legitimate stuff here that would be of interest to the agency that needs a particular special touch in order to get rid of it.
Okay. I'll send O'Rourke out there in the morning. What's your next play?
Our next plan is to go find Holloway.
Do you have a 20 on him?
We have a likely location of where he is.
Okay.
Just to give you a couple pieces of information, the Sherpa that we think is controlling our Yeti is named Kaji. You gotta find him. And the guy Baldino is answering to, his name is Baron. Does that ring any bells with you?
No, but if Sunset Red was the ones calling his shots of this Cryptozoology museum, he might be on their board. I don't know. I'll have to research it. They've got a lot of players that are on that board, but they have their fingers in a lot of different entities. Okay, good hunting with Holloway, but I got to ask you one thing. Did Baldino say anything?
He said he was disavowed. He was quite upset about it.
I don't know what he's talking about. Okay, get in touch with me after you meet with Holloway. Let me know if there's anything else I could do for you.
Okay.
Out.
Dessa will go and tell each about the conversation. What was strange about it each was Heisenberg asked the question if Baldino had said anything to us, and I told him that he revealed to us that he was disavowed. Heisenberg didn't know anything about it, or he claimed not to know anything about it.
Well, maybe someone's keeping something from Heisenberg. Maybe we're the ones that are going to be out soon.
Hopefully that won't happen again.
Yeah. Is Heisenberg sending a team here?
He is in the morning. Told him to make it an extensive team, too.
As the two of you begin to make your way out of the museum, is there anything else you would like to do?
Well, that vial at the alien exhibit is still lingering in each's mind. Has he seen it before? Does it have some kind of link to what happened? I want to go back and take that vial. So so kind of like how Adesso is. I want to have this so I remember what happened. It wasn't fake. It wasn't just some fever dream I had. I was there. I see this stuff here now.
Okay.
So I'm going to go back and get that.
Are you going to let Adesso know you're going back?
What's he doing right now?
He's leading the two of you out of the museum.
All right.
Like walking back through the exhibition path that brought you to where you fought Baldino, which is in front of the alien exhibit.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do a quick skip back there to get that vial. If I can do it stealthily, I will do it. If I can't, I'll just go back there and get that. Can I try a stealth roll and see if I can sneak back real quick and get it, or?
Yeah, make a stealth roll.
Okay.
See if Adesso picks up on that.
26. So that's a pass.
Yeah, he's still leading away from you, even kind of talking to himself.
Well, I guess our next stop is to find Holloway.
Probably thinks he's talking to you. So I imagine this goes by fairly quick, within probably the span of about maybe 8 seconds. You break free from him and you run back into the alien exhibit, and you see Faulkner's body. You see Baldino's body frothing at the mouth still. You see the array of alien artifacts, the pictures and stuff. And on the far back table, on the other side of a velvet rope, you see this vial in a case.
All right. Well, I'll just quickly pilfer that, tuck it into a coat pocket, and make my way back to Adesso.
You catch up with him right as he's going out the front door. The night is upon you. You have an address.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's get into our rental car and go and talk to this guy.
And I will see you next episode.
All right.
What is it?
I said, is that near a Tasty Freeze or something?
The Olive Garden?
Yeah, is the Tasty Freeze near that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't need an Olive Garden, so I don't know where it is. I'm not that low class.
You should lower your expectations, and you could only aspire.
I'm on the show, and I
Shut the fuck up. You're dead to me now. You're dead to me. Let me write the time down.
Hello? Why am I muted? Hello? Hello?
Oh, it's a choice to ignore you. You're not muted. Thank you for joining us once again on Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Remember, you can find us and subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora Radio, iHeart Radio, Amazon Podcasts, and Audible. And if you like what you're listening to, be sure to leave us that 5-star rating and review. Don't forget about our YouTube channel at Roll the Hard 20. So if you're into watching and you want to help support this show, then head on over and hit that subscribe button. It really does help the show out. We can also be found in the wild on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, so don't forget to look for us there and check us out. You can also contact the show directly at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or head on over to the website at rollthehard20podcast.com, where you can download the current show directly, pick and choose past shows from our archives, or view our galleries. We've got a lot of stuff posted over there, so check us out. And finally, join us on our Patreon at patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast, where you can become a hard slinger and pick up swag. So until next time, keep your dice warm and your glass topped off as you roll those hard 20s.